You know that video where they drag a regular sneaker across asphalt at 30 miles per hour? The canvas disintegrates in about 2 seconds. The rubber sole melts. What is left looks like ground beef wrapped in shredded fabric. That is your foot in a slide wearing Vans or Converse, or whatever trendy sneaker you think looks good on your bike. I am breaking down 15 motorcycle shoes that will not turn your ankles into hamburger while still looking normal enough to wear into a coffee shop. Because the choice is not between protection and style anymore. It is between being smart and being stupid. Let us get into what actually matters. Here is the problem with traditional motorcycle boots. They protect you, sure, but you look like you are about to storm a castle every time you walk into Target. The buckles, the armor plating, the stiff leather that squeaks with every step. You are not going to wear them off the bike, which means you are not going to wear them on the bike either. Then there is the sneaker crowd. Great style, zero protection, cotton canvas that vaporizes on contact with pavement, thin rubber soles that offer about as much crush resistance as a tortilla. Your foot gets pinned under 500 pounds of motorcycle and suddenly you are learning what compound fractures feel like. Casual motorcycle shoes exist because riders got tired of choosing between looking ridiculous and being reckless. But here is where most people screw this up. They see something that looks like a sneaker with the word motorcycle slapped on it and assume it is protective. Marketing garbage. You need to know what actually separates real protection from a lawsuit waiting to happen. First non-negotiable is abrasion-resistant materials, not cotton canvas, not thin synthetic mesh. We are talking reinforced leather, heavy-duty polyester, or technical fabrics that will not shred in a slide. The material needs to survive contact with asphalt long enough for you to stop sliding. Second is impact protection. Reinforced toes, reinforced heels, ankle guards that actually do something. When you go down, your foot hits the ground hard. Then it might hit a curb, a guardrail, or another vehicle. Padding is not enough. You need hard shell protection in the impact zones. Third is crush-proof soles. Your bike weighs anywhere from 400 to 600 pounds depending on what you ride. When it falls over in a parking lot or pins your foot in a low side, that weight concentrates on whatever is underneath. A regular sneaker sole compresses like a sponge. A proper motorcycle shoe has reinforced shanks and plates that distribute the load and keep your foot bones from turning into gravel. Fourth is actual comfort off the bike, because if they hurt to walk in, you will not wear them. And if you will not wear them, all that protection is useless sitting in your closet while you ride in Jordans. Now let us talk about CE certification because this is where brands love to confuse you. CE standards test for abrasion resistance, impact protection, and sometimes crush resistance. But not all CE certifications are equal. There is CE Level 1 and CE Level 2. Level 2 offers significantly more protection. Some shoes meet EN 13634 standards, which is the European standard specifically for motorcycle footwear. Others just slap CE certified on the box and hope you do not ask questions. The certification matters, but it is not the whole story. A shoe can technically pass minimum standards and still be garbage in a real crash. You want to look at the actual materials, the placement of protection, and whether the brand has a reputation for building gear that holds up. Now that you know what separates real protection from marketing nonsense, let us count down the 15 shoes that actually deliver. Number 15, Revit Jefferson. This is the entry point that proves you do not need to spend $300 to get basic protection. These use synthetic leather and textile uppers instead of full grain leather. The reinforcements are minimal, but they are there. Toe caps, heel cups, and basic ankle padding. The sole includes a shank plate, but it is not the bomb-proof, crush-resistant system you will see higher up. Waterproofing is hit or miss. These will keep you safer than sneakers. That is the bar they clear. Number 14, Oxford Kickback 2.0. Similar story, different brand. What you are getting here is CE Level 1 certification. That means it passed the minimum tests. Abrasion resistance is adequate for low-speed slides. Impact protection will help in a parking lot tip-over, but these are not the shoes you want for highway riding or aggressive cornering. They are commuter shoes for riders who spend most of their time under 45 miles per hour. Number 13. TCX Street 3 WP. Now we're getting somewhere. This is the Vans lookalike that actually has teeth. High-top skate shoe styling, but underneath that casual exterior is TCX's Z-plate technology. That Z-plate is a flexible shank plate in the midsole that provides serious lateral crush protection while still letting you walk naturally. Combine that with an ortholite insole and waterproof construction, and you've got one of the most comfortable CE certified riding shoes at this price point. The Street 3 proves you can have style and protection without looking like you're cosplaying a Power Ranger. Number 12. Alpinestars J63. Back to the compromise zone. Decent protection, questionable durability. The problem with shoes in this range is they use cheaper materials to hit a price point, which means you are replacing them sooner. The stitching fails, the sole delaminates. The waterproof membrane gives up after 6 months. You save $50 up front and spend $150 replacing them twice as often. Number 11. TCX Ikasu Air, the last shoe in the foundation tier. What you are seeing here is the ceiling of budget protection. Everything below this either cuts corners on materials or skimps on reinforcement placement. These shoes will keep you safer than sneakers, but they are not going to save you in a serious crash. They are the minimum viable product for riders who refuse to wear proper boots but understand that Converse are a death sentence. Number 10. Revit G-Force 2 Air. This is where the protection jumps significantly. We are talking full-grain leather uppers, not synthetic substitutes. Reinforced shanks actually distribute crush loads instead of just existing for marketing purposes. E-Level 2 certification means double the impact protection and significantly better abrasion resistance than the foundation tier. The difference you will feel immediately is build quality. The stitching is reinforced. The materials feel substantial. The protective elements are integrated into the design instead of bolted on as an afterthought. These shoes cost more because they are engineered to survive a crash, not just pass a certification test. The G-Force 2 Air uses perforated leather panels for airflow without sacrificing protection. The ankle reinforcements are positioned correctly. The toe box extends far enough back to protect your metatarsals. These are shoes designed by people who actually ride, not just market to riders. Number 9. Alpinestars J6 Waterproof. Nike fans, this is your shoe. The J6 looks like a Jordan 1 or Dunk High, but unlike your favorite sneakers, these will not disintegrate the first time you go down. It has a full-grain leather upper, fully waterproof construction, and it is one of the few casual motorcycle shoes with solid reinforcements in the toe box. That toe box protection matters because when you low side, your foot often gets trapped under the bike and the toe takes the initial impact. The J6 also has soft padding lining the interior, so the heel and ankle reinforcements do not rub your feet raw after an hour of riding. The waterproofing is not some spray-on coating that wears off. It is a proper membrane that keeps your feet dry in actual rain, not just light mist. You are paying premium money here, and you are getting premium protection and styling that works anywhere. Number 8. Revit Astro. The balanced equation. This is where the protection to comfort ratio gets dialed in properly. There is enough reinforcement to handle a slide, enough flexibility to walk naturally, and enough style so you do not look like you are wearing safety equipment. The Astro uses a combination of leather and technical textiles, giving you durability where you need it and breathability where you do not. What separates this tier from the foundation level is attention to detail. The ankle padding is positioned correctly. The toe reinforcement extends far enough back to actually protect your metatarsals. The sole has proper tread for grip on wet surfaces and for foot peg control. You can commute in these Monday through Friday and then take them into the mountains on Saturday without feeling like you are wearing the wrong gear. Number 7. The Forma Hyperboot. If you have worn Forma's adventure boots, you know they do not mess around with protection. The Hyperboot applies that same philosophy to a high-top sneaker. It has a full-grain leather upper wrapped around hard protection for the heel cup, the toe box, and the ankles. It also has a Drylex waterproof breathable liner that actually works in 3-season riding conditions. What makes the Hyperboot special is that it looks aggressive enough for sport riding, yet casual enough for everyday wear. The protection level is serious. The styling is versatile. The comfort is there for all-day wear. Number 6. TCX Motion 3. The Value Peak. This is where the price-to-protection ratio hits its sweet spot. You are getting 80% of the protection of top-tier shoes at 60% of the cost. The materials are quality and the construction is solid. The certification is legitimate. What you are not getting is the absolute bleeding edge of technology or the premium brand tax. For most riders, this tier is exactly where you should land. Enough protection to survive a real crash. Enough comfort to wear all day. Enough style to not feel ridiculous walking into a restaurant. The price is justified by what you are getting, and the performance matches what you paid for. Number 5. Alpine Stars Faster. 4. If you want something that looks more track-inspired than street casual, the Faster line has always been the benchmark. Alpine Stars completely redesigned these from the ground up, and the Faster 4 is the best version yet. Generous amounts of hard TPU protection in the heel, hard sliders at the ankles, acres of tough microfiber everywhere in between. These easily earn CE certification with above-average protection for a riding shoe. But what makes the Faster 4 special is they have gotten more comfortable with each generation. The shoe is surprisingly flexible for something that protects this well. There is a large padded area above the Achilles tendon that adds comfort and prevents blisters when you cinch them down tight. You can wear these all day on a sport bike without your feet going numb, then walk around afterward without limping. That is the engineering that justifies the price. Number 4. Revit Delta H2O. This is the premium materials tier. This is where brands start using exotic leathers, advanced textile composites, and proprietary protection systems that cost real money to develop. The Delta H2O uses full-grain cowhide leather with a Hydrotex waterproof membrane that actually works in sustained rain. The difference between this and the sweet spot tier is refinement. Everything works better, the fit is more precise, the protection is more comprehensive. The durability extends years instead of months. You are paying for shoes that will not fall apart after one season of daily riding. The stitching holds. The waterproof membranes do not delaminate. The reinforcements stay in place instead of shifting around inside the shoe. The Delta H2O includes thermoformed heel cups and ankle protectors that meet CE Level 2 standards. The sole construction uses a steel shank for crush resistance, combined with a rubber compound that grips in wet conditions. These are buy-it-for-life gear if you maintain them properly. Number 3. TCX Dartwood GTX. High-top chukka construction mixed with boat shoe styling, resulting in a pair of riding shoes that look great with jeans, but can also pull double duty at the office with chinos. These are the most versatile shoes on this list. TCX Z-Plate Shank returns here, providing flexible yet crush-proof protection. It uses full-grain leather construction, with added padding and reinforcement in the heels and the toes. It is backed by a Gore-Tex liner for reliable weather protection. You are paying extra for the Gore-Tex, but the premium look and feel of the Dartwood GTX justifies every dollar. These are the shoes you wear when you need to look professional while commuting on 2 wheels. They do not scream motorcycle gear, but they will save your feet in a crash. Number 2. Dainese Matractive Air. Dainese recently purchased TCX, which means their latest casual motorcycle shoes inherited all the best parts of TCX safety and design philosophy. The Matractive Air was designed for maximum comfort and protection, both on and off the bike. A ventilated knit upper combined with an ortholite footbed provides excellent breathability. so you can wear these in summer heat without your feet turning into swamps. Reinforcements on the heel, the ankle, and the gear shift area add real crash protection. Ground track asymmetrical tread geometry provides safety and control. The casual styling and low-profile protection make these perfect for urban riders. You are getting TCX engineering with Dainese design language. That combination is hard to beat for riders who spend most of their time in city traffic and want something that breathes. Number 1. Cortec Menace. We all wish Converse would make a CE certified version of their classic all-star sneaker. That day may never come, but the Cortec Menace scratches the itch in the meantime. The Menace swaps Converse's cotton canvas for heavy-duty polyester. It looks the part, while doubling down on abrasion resistance. Molded hard parts sit in the heel and toe beneath the low-profile exterior. A crush-resistant midsole adds serious protection. The Menace meets EN standards. These are the shoes for riders who refuse to give up the classic sneaker aesthetic, but who understand that actual canvas will vaporize in a slide. You get the style you want, with protection that will actually help when things go wrong. The retention hierarchy here is simple. The J6s win for pure style. The Dartwood GTX wins for versatility. The Matractive Airs win for summer riding. But all 5 of these will save your feet in ways regular sneakers never could. Protection and style aren't mutually exclusive anymore. Drop a comment with your current shoe choice or which one you're grabbing next. Subscribe for more gear breakdowns that cut through the marketing garbage.